And then my computer's now back to refusing to load anything. I just tried leaving feedback for an order, and then it will just not load pages for some reason. But I'm able to watch Crunchyroll. Oh wait, no, it's back up now, because I was able to watch Death Note on my other monitor completely fine, but then Bricklink is just not working. But for Bricklink, it's entirely possible it's on the Bricklink side of things, because everyone knows how much fun Bricklink is whenever they decide to do literally anything on Bricklink on the other side of the coding and everything like that. And now I can't even hover over to see if it, nope, still hasn't left feedback. So then I'll just go back and see if it'll let me leave feedback now. You shouldn't keep clicking on it, so I won't. And it's not even giving me the option to click on it. Oh, it's loading slowly. It's gonna load. There we go. So then I'll leave feedback. I actually made all these things like a light background and stuff like that, instead of the normal dark color when you have a drop down. I don't know how to change that, so honestly nothing to do about it. And so then it's loading, and I think it was this page that refused to load last time. Might have been the one when I clicked post feedback, I can't remember, but it's just not loading, like, at all. Like, how am I supposed to do anything? This is why you should probably take better care of your computer and not just leave it on a doorstep next to a door. Because, well, I mean, realistically, it's a pretty decent door. I mean, it's completely airtight. There's tape around the entire thing and stuff like that. So it's not like it's in horrible condition, and it's elevated, so it's above where the dust would normally be, and it's cleaned decently often. Like whenever I vacuum, I try to vacuum the stand there as well, and I vacuumed the back where the fan intake is for dust a few times and everything like that. And I just see some Lego on the floor right here, so I'll pick that up real quick and put that in that container there. But yeah, this thing is still just loading. Oh, there we go. Finally. Let's get the white balance fixed a bit there, and then click post feedback. Is it gonna load that? Who knows, but it's just, yeah, it's, oh, there we go. That one actually loaded now. So that's finally done. And so then, well, it's probably gonna take a hot minute to go back to the home page, or is it actually gonna load a little bit faster? Oh, it's loading slowly. But yeah, then I should probably try to find something to work on then, because that's still loading. So yeah, then I'll have to decide. I probably would want something like these pins then, or something like that, because those ones will take a while to work on, and I won't have to be listening at the computer all the time and everything like that. And with all the lag and everything like that, that's probably the best thing for me to work on right now. So I'll probably just start on these pins here. This will probably take me a very long time alone, because this one here I also have to separate between the light gray and the light bluish gray. So let's see if I can pick up an example to see on camera. The lighting is just horrible on this. Actually, it's decently easy to separate in the camera a little bit now, but I have to separate between those two colors for all of them. And this camera is just not working normally. It's weird. So yeah, then I'll work on that, and then if I have time, I might work on some of the other pins. So I've now finished clearing the table over here, and so there's a whole bunch of room at this table. A lot of the stuff ended up on the counter here, on the floor over there. The garbage can's always moved out here whenever someone else is helping down here, because otherwise it blocks the leg room. And then there's a whole bunch more over here at this table. And then this table over here is also clear now. I moved the two containers that were over there to over here. And then I have to order more business cards now. I've been putting that off for a while because I have to add another QR code for YouTube or something like that. There's a little bit of stuff over here getting sorted still. Don't want to show the person who's working there. And so then that's over there still. So yeah, then I'm just going to try and make sure none of this falls or anything like that. So hopefully, unless there's like an unexpected Amazon delay or something like that, then hopefully tomorrow or so I should be able to start working on the part out. So I'm now working on the new business card, and then this here is the other side. So it just looks like this. Pretty much the same as the other one. I might No, I won't polish up the front a little bit. I was thinking about getting rid of that stuff there. I might remove the email. Or wait, no, the email is probably best in case someone needs to contact me. In case they don't order through Bricklink and it's a bit more difficult to find a contact button or something like that. And then I just replaced the eBay logo with the YouTube logo and changed it to a QR code that goes to my YouTube account. It goes to this here. If I ever make this page more normal looking, it might work out well there. And so then that works there. And so yeah, I think this is good now. So yeah, I ended up putting a box that was filled with 2x2 bricks on the side. Now, I mean, it's not filled to the top. There is room for a little bit more, but considering that over half of them have already been sorted, and then this one's already almost full and stuff like that, and there's already from the other thing, it just makes more sense that we aren't going to be filling up another one, so we'd rather fill up 2 most of the way full than 1 overflowing and then have to empty it a bit and stuff like that, and then a second one, and then ended up getting 1 box of, what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8 2x8. It almost looks like a 2x10, but it's actually just 2x8. Unless I'm kind of wrong. No, it's a 2x8. So 1 box of those full. But then now that no one else is down here, I can just better show the working area. So then we've got this here is going to be where the part out will take place tomorrow. So there's lots of room on all of the tables. I genuinely haven't the slightest idea if we're actually going to need this much room, but I've got this much room ready now and stuff like that, so I should be able to have enough room, because there's going to be, well, if I first had like 16, then I bought 4 more, that's 20, then I got 17 more, 37, so 37 sets that retail. They retailed for $80 a piece. I didn't pay retail for all of them. Some of them I did, not all of them though. Most of them I was able to get between $60 and $70 a piece. But then that's just for reference for the size of the set. It's like a 500 or 600 piece set. So that will take up quite a bit of room here, I'm thinking. So yeah, then probably will need lots of room. And then actually, one second, I don't want to show what it is, but let's see how many lots it will be. 1 second, just keeping the camera on the side. Okay, entered in the set number. Okay, so there is going to be 172 lots that are going to have minimum quantity of 37, did I say? I can't remember if that's what I said. I think it is. So minimum of 172 lots with 37 quantity of each item. Some of those will be more generic items that don't really need too much room. So then I'll have like a whole bunch of standard drawers and then a whole bunch of these containers here. So I honestly might tonight then just set up a whole bunch of stuff. I know I won't be able to get the exact ratio that I need. Like I might need like 3/4 of them are small drawers and then 1/4 of them are the containers, or it might be half of them small drawers and half of them containers. So I'll have to figure that out. I'm thinking I'll probably do 2 rows of large containers in the back and then the rest of it drawers, and then maybe I'll count how many I have and then figure out if I need more on the side and stuff like that. And then that lot number probably includes minifigures and then instruction possibly and stuff like that. So then that might be the incomplete number. And then let me just quickly do the math here. Times 37. One second, there's a random thing on my keyboard. I'm just trying to get rid of that real quick. There we go. So it's going to be a 19,000 piece part out. So it's not like it's going to be the biggest part out in the world, but then it's going to be like just over 3 Millennium Falcons. And that one I parted out used, so it wasn't too difficult. Well, taking it apart was. But then that's closer to the 2 Coliseums, and that took me a couple days to part out. But I think that's just because everything was like pretty much identical. And so it's a lot more difficult when you have, say, 30 bags that you have to part out, as opposed to, and 2 bags of each of those 30, as opposed to if you have 2 bags with 30 of each or something like that. So actually, there might be like 50 bags in there. I can't remember. But yeah, then that's going to be something that I'm going to try to get set up tonight. I'm first going to probably work on the vlog though, and I might even just post that tonight just so it's done. And then I realized my computer's got another update, so maybe after I update the computer, it'll start working fine. So yeah, then I'll try and work on some of this stuff, and then just so that I don't forget. Actually, is this a I should probably just quickly wipe any dust off of the table that might be there. That tape's on the back from a long time ago to, oh, well, that's falling a little bit, to prevent bricks and stuff like that from falling off of the edge of the table and stuff like that, because there was a whole bunch of just bricks here, and so I think it's might as well leave it there. It seems to be doing pretty well. But then, just so I don't forget, see if I can get this on camera so it'll be more fun. Just go like that, and then that will hopefully remind me to set up a whole bunch of stuff here, so then I'll use those containers in addition to a whole bunch of drawers. From here, I might end up using this box of drawers just to get that one out of the way. And then actually, just so I don't forget, I'll just grab this, put this up here, and then put this mysterious box over here so that I don't forget it. And then I'll grab this thing off camera in a little bit, or, oh yeah, it's moving the whole shelf there. Oh, trying to recreate my grades or something like that. Oh well, I'll have to pick that stuff up in a little bit. So yeah, then I'll work on that off camera now. Gotta love the Bricklink forums when a zero feedback user asks why their set didn't arrive, and then Wild Chicken, who always has the best responses, responds with, "My dog ate it." Can't complain. Is it just me, or does that clip there look like it's just a container filled with ramen noodles or something? Who knows? The other vlog is now finished being edited, and it'll be a real test to see if I remember not to upload the vlog tonight, because either I'm going to completely forget I edited the vlog and then leave it at 100% complete until I eventually remember tomorrow to upload the vlog. And why is it also going super speed? Oh man, that's crazy. And like, it's processing crazy fast as well. Like, why? Oh, now it's back to super slow. Yeah, it's an interesting computer that I have for sure. But then yeah, I'm either gonna completely forget that I had the video made, and then I have no idea what I was going to say, but basically I'll either forget or I'll remember, and I'll accidentally upload tonight or something like that. So we'll have to see which one ends up happening. Well, I just opened this box. Can you figure out what isn't a drawer in this container? I noticed it as soon as I opened the box. I'm like, well, I don't think that's a drawer I can use. Turns out there's somehow an entire lid for a shoebox mixed in with all the drawers. I have no idea how or why. And looking at this thing looks a bit faded. Oh, interesting. So this is going to go back on the side over here. I have a couple stacks of lids just everywhere. Got one stack there. I think that there's a couple somewhere here. I thought there's a couple more. But then there's also a stack of lids over there. So yeah, I just keep a lot of random stuff everywhere for some reason. Not sure why. But then I've got the back row of large containers out now. This here is hopefully enough. So now I'm going to work on filling up the rest of this area with small drawers, and then I'll compare it to see how many more I need, and then go from there, see if I need to fill up this table and that table as well. So I'm going to quickly just part out this set right here. Actually, you guys probably want to watch it fall or something like that. So then let's see here. What's the best way I could make this fall? Yay, it fell, except for this last stack, which is just refusing to fall normally. There we go. That fell. Now I can part out these sets right here, and then I can get to work on other stuff. So yeah, I'm just first going to part out 9 copies of this one. Didn't get any more because, yeah, who knows. This thing was almost impossible to get in Canada and the States. I believe this is a Target exclusive, but in Canada, this was a Toys R Us exclusive. But Toys R Us, there's like, it's, I don't know what's an American comparison to it. But like, I mean, for every Toys R Us we have in Canada, we've got like 10 Walmarts and stuff like that. So it's not a major retail store. And it was online on their website a little bit, so I was able to grab some from there. And it might have been available on Amazon at one point. I know I haven't been able to see it at retail price on Amazon, so couldn't get it from there. And I was able to pick up a couple from Lego's website. Lego as in possessive, not plural. So Lego, as in Lego owns a website, because that is the only terminology and only time you can actually use the word Legos. Because if it's ever used in any other definition in referring to the plural of something, that is just not what you do. That is, just drives people insane. So Legos, as in possessive, their website is where I was able to pick up a couple of them from. So yeah, I'm going to part this out now and go from there. I've now finished parting out the sets, so these ones are the new lots being added. All of these sets were parted out at the 6-month sales average, so then all of the items listed for sale were at that, except for a few items. Usually, like minifigure parts like these helmets here, I listed not at the 6-month average, and printed parts I didn't. Because I don't usually do that for printed parts, because I know people usually don't buy those things, so then I just leave those for a while, just because that's just what I do for some reason. And then these flames, because I can't say if I've actually had those in transparent light blue before, and so then stuff like that, and then like the guns there. But all of the parts are at the 6-month sales average, but any accessories and stuff like that I usually don't. There's only one part I didn't, and that I've got over, one second, here, and that was these dark tan slopes, because I don't know if I've ever had these before, and they look like they'd be great for some terrain building and stuff like that. So then I just put those like 10 cents higher, so nothing crazy or anything like that. So now I've got this stuff all here, so now I'm going to put these parts away. So yeah, I just wanted to say before I forgot, and I already, was it this one? Nope. This one right here. I was looking at those and I remembered that those ones I also priced like 10 cents above. So yeah, in general, there's like a few standard parts that were above, and I just keep correcting myself. I know I'm just getting confusing at this point, but I know I said a specific thing that there was only this part or this part, so I just wanted to fix my earlier mistake, because then I realized that there's like one or two other parts, but like in general, like 95 to 99% of the parts are at the 6-month sales average. I don't know why I just kept messing up trying to explain that situation, but hopefully this makes sense now. It's always to see some nice unique feedback on eBay. So yeah, this one here, they ordered it just before just before Christmas and Boxing Day weekend or something like that. It was around that time. I can't remember the exact day, but they ordered like just after I shipped out the last batch. I was shipping out before the post office closed, and then the post office was closed for like 3 or 4 days or something like that. And so then I went out to ship the stuff, and then when I was actually shipping out that parcel, that's, you might remember from a couple of vlogs ago, I ended up going to our local branch, and then that one was closed, and so then I had to go all the way out to Mississauga for this package here, if I'm remembering correctly. It's I know exactly which package this is, and I remember thinking about how I hope I don't have to message this buyer and stuff like that. So then I ended up going to Mississauga with this package. I had other packages as well, so it wasn't just this one right here. And so yeah, I was worried that there's going to be no other Chit Chats branches open and stuff like that, but luckily there was a couple ones, and there's just like 4 branches in Ontario that were closed down for an extra week. They're all open now, thankfully, and stuff like that. But yeah, then that one there was an interesting one to ship out, so that was nice that they were able to leave such nice feedback. Tracking now shows it's left the Amazon facility in Brampton, except I live in Brampton, so now I'm wondering where it's going. If I was reading different tracking history on some other orders, and by the looks of it, it does it might mean that it's going to a carrier facility, so like for the last mile delivery, so for those unmarked Amazon vans you see and stuff like that. I always thought that they picked those up directly from Amazon, but I guess it's just a whole logistics network that goes a whole bunch of different things and stuff like that. So hopefully that stuff arrives tomorrow then. I now disassembled all of the boxes from the part out today, so that's all there. I know that these bags probably aren't recyclable because they have that one number on them. Here it is 5, and I've heard that these aren't recyclable and stuff like that, but I can't remember if like some jurisdictions are able to recycle them or something like that. So I do just put these in the recycle, just all of them go, and I give them to my dad. He puts them all in like one bag, and then it's up to the recycling plant if they end up being able to recycle those or not. So just put them in there, and so then I will be able to put these in the recycle as well, and then finally be able to call it a day. Well, we finally hit the roof. Well, I mean, it's not technically at the roof, but it can't fit any more boxes up there and stuff like that. So now, except the thing is, I ordered 4 from Amazon, and then I only got 3 so far, so I'm still expecting another one from Amazon eventually. But yeah, then for those curious, it is the Mandalorian Starfighter set. This one here is a little bit of a damaged box. So yeah, I am still expecting one more from Amazon that should hopefully arrive. And then, but in the meantime, I can start working on the part out because I'm just going to get everything set up and stuff like that. So then, yeah, who knows when Amazon's going to decide to deliver the last one. So yeah, I'll just get a head start on it. But then I would just knock over the entire stack, except I've got a whole shelf there with Lego on it, and I don't want to accidentally make everything on that shelf fall or stuff like that. So now, as you can see, there isn't any room for another one up there. But yeah, then time to part this out. And then I do have a couple more sets I need to part out. I got this from one bulk buy I did from someone on YouTube who messaged me. I just left it here in case I was able to get any more. I wasn't because yeah, I didn't really have a need to get any more of those. So then I left that. I got a few light cruisers and AATs or AATs it's called. So then I got to work on some of that stuff later. So yeah, then I guess I'll have to get a cool picture of all the stuff standing up for Instagram or something like that now. Really, Amazon? This stuff was like, it was literally, there's 3 packages. All of them had arrived at the local facility. And now the other one hasn't even been shipped yet? Really? Like, it now says arriving tomorrow by 10 p.m. Like, I'll refresh the page. It's loading. It's still a bit early. But, like, there's not even a tracking number for it yet. So, I mean, I'm still going to start parting out the sets now. Because it's probably going to take several days to part out and everything like that. So then I can just part that one out at the end and everything like that. But, like, I mean, that one was literally at the Brampton warehouse. So, yeah, who knows what's with Amazon. But it still says it's going to arrive by tomorrow. So I'm hoping that maybe since they realize they made a mistake or something like that, they're going to bump up the shipping speed. Because otherwise, if it's not looking like it's going to arrive tomorrow or hasn't even shipped by tomorrow, I might just go ahead and cancel that last one because I'm not going to wait an additional week or, well, that one, it was ordered December 22nd and it's currently January 4th. So if it takes that same amount of time to arrive for that one, then I'll probably just cancel that order and stuff like that and just part out the ones I have. So yeah, who knows what's with Amazon these days. Had a return in the mail today. After I sent this out, the buyer contacted me saying that they, if I'm remembering, it's the correct order, that they accidentally forgot to put their full address or something like that. So I told them if it gets returned, then I'll contact them, get a new address, and ship it out. So it looks like it's been returned now, so I'll have to work on that before I start on the sets. So then while I work on getting the sets ready and stuff like that, I'm going to just quickly first do an update on my computer. And then see if I can start getting to work on some of the stuff here, and hopefully my computer will be good by the time it's done. Well, this is a little bit of a cooler area to get some stuff set up for pictures. I took a couple photos of this, probably post one on Instagram and use one for a thumbnail of the video or something like that. So after this, it's probably going to be that I'm going to try to film the part out process for this stuff now. So I'm going to try and work on that. I don't think I'm able to do any time lapses or anything like that. That stuff is, don't have enough phones and stuff for that right now or set up and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, it's just pretty cool, but we'll have to see if I'll be able to get any content for a video and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, it's just really cool to look at this. Well, it's probably still too early for me to worry about the computer not being back up yet because it's still loading, even though I somehow managed to have all the time to set that up. So we'll have to see. And then I just remembered that I was going to start recording stuff for that video now, and now I'm recording this. Well, hopefully this here, having these screens will remind me when I'm looking at the videos to upload that this here is going to be the last of the vlog clips, and then after this, it's going to be going to the new video clips. Guess who sold on eBay again? I won't tell you. I'll give you a second. Who do you think it was? If you guessed Benny again, you are right. He is sold again. It's been like every single shipping day for the past like 2 or 3 months. I've shipped him out at least once. It's crazy. I don't know why. He only goes for like $3 or $4 tops on Bricklink, and I'm selling him at $10 a piece now, and I've sold him 13 times now. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm gonna start pulling eBay orders. So my plan for tonight is, now that I've finished with parting out the 37, I think it ended up being, copies of the Star Wars Mandalorian fighter thing, or whatever it's called. I'm gonna try to pull the orders, or at least some of the orders, and try to part out this set tonight. I was only able to get 3 copies of this set, unfortunately, because it was finally in stock on Amazon again, but then I had to save up to pay my taxes again. So yeah, then I couldn't really buy any more of these guys. So that's all fun there. So yeah, I've only got 3 copies of this. So I'm going to see if I can part that out tonight. I'm going to first pull the eBay orders though, and then I'll see if I have time later on for the Bricklink and Brickowl orders. See if I can pull a couple of those, but I am exhausted from a whole bunch of putting stuff away and everything like that. I'll put this thing over here because those are the boxes that are next up for being used. I'll put this right there because that's stylish. So yeah, the guy never contacted me back about this. So yeah, I'll probably just end up shipping that out then. I've bought for me a whole bunch in the past. It's like their 14th order, I think. So yeah, then if they do reach out, then I can just send them a refund for it and stuff like that. So I'll just do that then. I've been waiting since the last shipping day. So yeah, I guess I'll start getting orders now. I've now got the set parted out onto the table. Just a few of the parts were new lots because I've parted out the set in the past. So yeah, then I'm gonna work on this. It's now 9:02 p.m. See if I can get these parts put away and pull the orders. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention that the fireplace that we used to heat up the basement's kind of broken. It smelled really bad after it refused to work for a while, almost like a capacitor blew on it. Because I'm presuming that there's a circuit board in there somewhere at least, but who knows, maybe transformer in there. I don't know how all the inside of those things. But yeah, it doesn't work anymore. The lights turn on and everything, but it doesn't produce heat. And then we looked at the electrical socket that is down there. You can kind of see it in the back over there. And it's a bit melted and warped and a bit black and everything. So we're assuming that there might have been a small incident where it kind of destroyed the outlet and melted a bit of it. So that's probably not too good of a thing. So we're probably going to get someone to look at that. We're not going to be using the outlet in the meantime, and we're going to have to find a new way to heat the basement. So now I'm completely done with the set, or the 3 sets, I should say. So now I'm going to just sit down for a little bit and rest my legs and back a little bit. Then I'm going to pull the orders. I'm now calling it a day, but then tomorrow, hopefully, I will be able to tackle these sets and also get orders shipped out. So I got the orders there and over there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll have enough time for these sets here. I might do this one at the very end if I have time and just try to focus on these guys, but it'll probably take a while. Just going out now, going to see if we can get the new phone now. So yeah, we'll see if we can pick up the new phone, see if we can get a plan. As long as it's within like 15 or 20 bucks of my current plan, that'll probably be fine. So yeah, probably have to pay like, I think it's like $400 or $500 down, but then I need to also get a phone case and a screen protector and stuff like that. The one I've got on my current phone, I got it from that place that got my phone, and it's just like a random brand phone case. And it's pretty well. I've dropped it quite a bit, and I've never actually broken my phone. So if they have the same one in stock, I'll go for that again. So they didn't have the phone in stock and told us we needed to order it online. Yogurt time and annoying phone calls. Who doesn't love errors? So now they told us we had to wait 24 to 48 hours, and that's just leather from the chair, because you know how chairs just kind of shed randomly. But yeah, then they told us 24 to 48 hours, and they should hopefully have a fix. They charged our account like 6 times now trying to get the flat rate payment for the phone, but only one of them has gone through. So hopefully it will all work out in the end. Probably nothing to worry about, I hope. So yeah, just if the previous clips confused you, basically this morning went to Freedom Mobile to get a new phone now. Then they were out of stock on the phone. Apparently they haven't had any iPhone 14 Pro Maxes since, I think they said since the early around when Christmas was, maybe a bit sooner or so. They're really generic with what they said since the holiday season, but it's like half of December is whether you go from Christmas to New Year's to probably something else mixed in there and stuff like that. So then they said they'd been out of stock there, and then they told us to go order it online. So we ordered it online, and then we went through the entire process. And they were out of stock on several of the phones online, but that was all right. We found everything. We went to checkout, and we were on the last step. We clicked buy now or whatever the last step of the checkout was. It was loading, and then it loaded for like 5 minutes. Well, not quite. I'm exaggerating there, but loaded for like a solid minute to 2 minutes, and then it finally went through, and then it said order failed or something like that. And then we got an email saying it might have charged your credit card. Call us up here. So we called them up. Then he went through the exact same process that we went through, and then he had the same error, and then we were put on hold listening to music, which is probably when you saw me randomly jumping around and stuff like that in a previous clip. If I didn't delete that clip, I'm not sure if I will, because I might have accidentally shown personal information because the camera's going everywhere, so I'll have to see if I do delete that or not. And then went and was on hold. Then it was on hold again. Then they picked up. They said, sorry, we're going to have to put you on hold a bit longer. Then we were put on hold again. And then I was looking on our emails, and we got charged like 5 more times, but every single time payment failed. So that didn't work out too well. And yeah, now they said to give them up to 48 hours to try and resolve the issue. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to fix it. So the person who ordered this did get back to me and told me that they did want to still go through with it, and that they're planning on removing the stickers anyways, because they're making, I think they said a double height car or double story leveled vehicle bed or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they're fine with it missing the stickers, so I can still go ahead and ship that out today. So I have this parcel, then this was a parcel to the States, and I believe this was one order to the States, and this one here is another parcel, and there might be a couple more parcels mixed in there. So yeah, I'm still just gonna hurry up and get this stuff packed up then. So I don't know if I said yet, but I better close this scary blade here. Yeah, we got a new heater down here, and it's finally just room temperature. It's not steaming hot like it was with a fireplace. It's just able to stay at room temperature now, go on as needed, turn off as needed. So it's much better than the old fireplace over there, except my mom told me that this thing's like really old. We've had this thing for decades. At least I've been told. I haven't been alive for that long, so I can't tell for sure. But apparently this one still uses Freon. I thought those things were only used in refrigerators and stuff. But I guess it might have been used in old one of these, unless we're just completely mistaken. So I just better hope I don't accidentally break it, because that could be dangerous. Well, this is the set now. It's the 3 copies of the Light Cruiser, and they're all on the table for part out now. And luckily with this one, they put the sticker sheet in with the instruction manual, so hopefully it won't get completely demolished. And yep, they all seem to be in good condition. So now I'm going to line up all of the bags on this table over here and then start parting them out. Here's a better look at all of the bags. Basically 3 of each, and then some of them there's multiple bags per type, so then I'll have to separate between the two, like 2 different versions of bag number 1. So there's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and there's another 1 down there. So yeah, I'll have to separate between that, but then I'm just gonna use this table here, and then as needed, move along this table here, filling it up with parts. Hopefully won't need too much room. It's just what I do when I only have a smaller amount of sets, although this is a bigger set in that sense, because it's like, what, 1,300 pieces per set, so then that's times 3, that's 3,900 parts. So it's a little bit of a part heavy set, so hopefully it won't take up too much room. But yeah, then I'll just start working on it over here. Although I think for this one, what I'm going to do is these drawers that keep overhanging over the side, I'm just going to carefully set on the side so that I don't bump them and then get stuff mixed up with these sets. I still have to work on listing the stuff from these drawers. I'll leave these 2 though. But yeah, I need to work on getting some of that stuff listed too. But I'm just trying to finish getting all of these sets parted out. My goal for the end of the week, today is Friday, is for today and tomorrow to be able to get this set listed, that set listed, and then hopefully be able to list a little bit of some of the other stuff. But I still have to edit the tutorial vlog, not tutorial, the video of the part out, so I've just downloaded the clips for that. There's 49 clips. Probably going to end up deleting a decent amount of them, because otherwise this can be over an hour long, and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have to see how much I can get done this week. It's now Saturday, and I am finally getting to work. I woke up a little bit later, excuse me, because yesterday, I was working a whole bunch with a fellow Bricklink member, 1001 Bricks. He was helping me a lot with my computer and stuff like that. So we did something called a disk defrag. So it's it's still running, but it seems, well, it's 99.32% of the way done, and it's still finalizing. So hopefully it's almost done, I hope. I have no idea. And so yeah, then we're working on the computer stuff. I ordered some more RAM sticks, an SSD just for like the system files and stuff like that to make it run faster, and then still keeping the hard drive for normal stuff. I am leaving the computer there for now because I have to remember to vacuum it out, because as you can see, there's just, well, if I'll zoom in a bit, you can see like spider webs and everything there. So just gonna leave that there for a little bit. Yeah, I'm currently parting out the one set over here. And so yeah, hopefully with his help, I'll be able to make my computer run better. So yeah, I'm getting 32 gigs of RAM and an SSD. So yeah, I knew I needed RAM at one point, but I thought I had two, but I only have one 8 GB stick of RAM in this thing. And I was somehow editing videos and everything like that. So it's definitely interesting how it was able to work up to this point. But yeah, then if I'm able to clean it out, clean out where it sits, because there's a lot of just dust and bugs over there as well, and upgrade it a little bit, hopefully I should be able to start working at my computer a bit more normally now. And then so now I need to work on editing the part out video and the vlog. So then after that, I need to try to finish parting out the set here. If I have time, part out that set as well. Then I need to get a haircut today, and I think there's one or two other things I'm forgetting. So yeah, I got a very busy day today, so I'm gonna just see how much I can get done. So yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Oh wait, it's still looking through more files there, so it's not like it's frozen or anything, but it's still going. So yeah, maybe my computer is just completely bad and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching the vlog if you got this far. Hopefully the next vlog will be out on Wednesday, and yeah, thank you for watching if you got this far.